Hello my fishing friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the waters around Australia for an exciting forecast, specifically for Wednesday, the 14th of January 2026. Mark your calendars because this day holds some truly unique opportunities and a few interesting challenges that every angler needs to know about. We're going to uncover why this particular day could be surprisingly fruitful, even with some subtle shifts in the conditions. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to cast your line and what to tie on for a potentially unforgettable day on the water. First up, let's talk about some of our most sought-after species and the best ways to tackle them on this mid-January day. For those chasing the thrill, the Kingfish or yellowtail amberjack are definitely on the menu. January is prime time for these powerhouses as they move closer to the coast and into our estuaries, driven by the warm waters. I'd recommend focusing your efforts around structure. Think rocky headlands, reefs, and even deeper channels near river mouths. Look for baitfish schools. Where there's bait, there are kingfish. Your best bet will be casting or trolling medium to large poppers, stick baits or even live baits like squid or yellowtail. A sturdy spinning or bait casting setup with a 40 to 60 pound braided line is essential as these fish fight hard. Early morning and late afternoon will be your golden hours. Next, let's talk about the ever-popular flathead. While some species might be in a low-season phase in Sydney specifically, they are still very much active across Australia during summer. They love sandy bottoms, weed beds, and the edges of drop-offs in estuaries and along beaches. When fishing for flathead, focus on areas where shallow water meets deeper channels. They are ambush predators, so a slow retrieve with soft plastics, particularly grub tails or paddle tails in natural colours, will work wonders. You can also try drifting with paternoster rigs using pilchards or fresh prawns. A light to medium spinning rod with a 10 to 20 pound braid will give you plenty of sport and sensitivity to feel those subtle takes. And for some consistent action, let's not forget the humble but delicious whiting. These guys thrive in warmer waters and are abundant right now. They'll be congregating over sandy flats, especially around seagrass beds, in estuaries and protected bays. For whiting, simplicity is key. A light tackle setup with a running sinker rig, using small hooks and fresh bait like worms or pippies, is incredibly effective. Cast into the gutters or along the edges of weed beds. A slow, gentle retrieve can often entice a bite. It's perfect fun for the whole family, and they make for excellent table fare. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the conditions, my friends, and understand why we're making these recommendations. Weather-wise, for Sydney, we're looking at a warm day. Air temperatures will range from around 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. This comfortable warmth means fish will be active and feeding. The atmospheric pressure is forecast to be around 1003 to 1008 hectopascals, with a slight falling trend. This gentle dip in pressure can sometimes make fish a little cautious, but it's not a drastic drop that would shut down the bite entirely. Wind will likely be a moderate easterly or northeasterly breeze, which can create some nice drifts for lure fishing and keep the air moving. As for rainfall, we're expecting mostly clear skies with only a very light chance of precipitation. Water temperature. In Sydney and surrounding coastal areas will be nice and warm, averaging around 23 to 24 degrees Celsius. This is absolutely ideal for many of our summer species, driving their metabolism and feeding activity. Warm water means active fish, especially those pelagics and estuary dwellers. Speaking of the moon phase, on January 14th, 2026, we'll be in a seti waning crescent phase, with illumination between 11 and 17%. Popular fishing lore often suggests that the waning crescent can be a period of slightly reduced activity compared to a full or new moon. However, from my experience, this can also mean fish are less pressured and more willing to bite if you present your offerings correctly. It's a time when stealth and precise presentations can truly pay off. So, summing it all up, considering the warm water, comfortable air temperatures, and generally stable, though slightly falling, atmospheric pressure, I'm going to give the overall fishing outlook for the 14th of January 2026 a solid good to very good, with the potential for excellent catches if you target the right species and locations. Yes, the waning crescent might add a touch of challenge, but the warm summer conditions will keep many fish actively feeding. Be prepared for a great day out, especially for kingfish, flathead, and whiting. All right, my friends, that's the forecast for the 14th of January. I wish you all tight lines and nichvosta, nicheshwi. May your reels scream and your nets be full. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to summer species in Australia, and what's your secret weapon, bait or lure? I love hearing your stories and tips. Happy fishing, everyone.